Hello everyone, I'm Bryan Pascoe, the Chief Executive of ICMA. I'm delighted to be here with Nadia Calviño, who is the President of the European Investment Bank and has joined our AGM and conference today in Frankfurt. Nadia, I'd like to ask you a few questions if that's okay. Firstly, I think we've seen unprecedented change in the geopolitical position, which has really created, I think, some challenges, but also some opportunities. What do you think, in principally, what are some of the biggest challenges that we face from these new dynamics?
Well, you're absolutely right that there's this feeling that everything, everywhere, all at once is changing right now, and volatility and uncertainty is the new normal. And in this context, there's one asset that really gains value, and that's certainty, stability, and that's what Europe stands for. So I have a very strong message and clear message for investors: choose Europe.
Okay, I think that's very clear. I mean, as part of taking advantage of these situations, I think digitalization and innovation has a big role to play, I think, in terms of how we move things forward. What role do you think EIB can play in driving innovation and really capitalizing on some of those opportunities?
Yeah, we've been pioneers in new instruments, starting with the green bonds. We've been partnering with the ICMA precisely to develop the green bond market around the world. And now we're also working on the digital euro. We're reinforcing or trying to contribute to a stronger role of the euro as a reserve currency worldwide. We're trying to also innovate in the areas of supporting startups and scale-ups so that ideas and bright innovators that are born in the EU stay, grow and thrive in Europe. So we try to be, as I was saying, ahead of the curve and trying to innovate and provide capital markets with what they need so that we can have a stronger growth, more prosperity in Europe and beyond.
That's great. And I think the EIB role is expanding, right, within the context of Europe and has a very aspirational set of objectives. If you were to look forward, what's your outlook, I think, for the market over the next 18 months or 3 years? We've seen so much change recently. Do you expect that to continue? And what can we see in terms of the horizon?
Well, what we've seen so far is a strong interest on the side of investors for our bonds and also strong interest on the side of our clients for our loans and guarantees. So we don't see the market slowing down in Europe. We see there's a strong appetite for investment. And there are new areas where we were not active in the past, for example, security and defense or higher risk innovative technologies, where we surely are going to step up our activities because the European Investment Bank is becoming more relevant than ever in being the financing arm of the European Union in this changing world.
I think the point on the EIB taking a more expansive role is a very important one, and we look forward to continuing our close work with you in the future. And thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you very much.